So today I'm going to show you 3 secrets which is going to give you ultimate power in anything you do. Stay tuned for the future and the power of this video in coaching. I'll see you shortly. So greetings, welcome back. My name is Em. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So I told you that I'm going to show you 3 things which is going to make you empowered to achieve anything on this planet or anything in the universe. Stay tuned because I'm going to reveal that in about a minute or so. But first, before I start, please like, share and subscribe to the video. It helps me to give out more content. And don't forget, please don't forget to press that gold bell so it alerts you to any videos that I upload. So without further ado, let me reveal to you them 3 golden rules. So that 3 golden rules I want to reveal to you now, and it is this. Stay tuned, it is awesome. It is this: a pad, a pen, and you. Now I think again, you thought it was going to be something miraculous and amazing. These 3 things are so powerful, you just don't realize that we have the gift in order to empower ourselves, but we are so busy being pulled back by everybody else and telling us that we can't achieve it, that we are losing our way, or that we should learn from other people. But we have these golden tools, and I'll show you why they are so powerful, especially the pad and the pen. And it's been around for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, and that we should internalize it and use it with our key that's within. So with the pad and the pen, with you as an individual who has an access to the millennium, the world, you have access to the universe, you have access to God's supreme mind, you have access to your own living energy. But the only bloody thing that's holding you back is you. You're the only person that's going, oh, I can't do this, because it's self-conditioning that is holding you back. And when I tell you about these 2 things, which is additional to you, which is this pad and the pen, it is awesome. Because what you do when you put a title down and you free flow, you connect with your inner chi, your inner self, your inner being. And as you connect and you unravel all that stuff that's there, you will be surprised what comes out. I did this with somebody the other day, and I just said, write down your most greatest fears and your most empowered self, or empowered things you want to achieve. And as they started to write and they started to unfold, and we're going, okay, well, my fear is not achieving, my goal is achieving. There's a mirror. And so I said, drill down into what is your fear about you not achieving, and what it is, what other people may think of me. Okay, what else? What people will say to me if I don't do it when I make plans. I said, yeah, what else? That I'm going to be stuck and I'll feel really stupid and I won't be able to move forward, and I feel really bad about myself, and probably a form of depression may hit. And I goes, okay, what else? Well, it's me, innit? It's just how I am. It's just that I fear moving, doing it forward, because I've always been told that I would never achieve it. I said, there is the bloody key. There is the bloody key that I flipped it. I said, okay, when I said write about what you can achieve, what it is that you can achieve, what is the thing that helps you achieve your greatest goal? And he said, it's empowerment, myself, me looking at myself, wanting to achieve something, knowing I can do it, not believing what people are telling me, having faith, having gratitude, and it unfolding. I said, can you feel the different energy? How you stuttered when you were talking about all the things what people are saying. They're telling you to kind of like hold on to that negative thoughts. They're projecting their own crap onto you. They're projecting their own negativity onto you. And this is what is the problem with our society today. When we want to achieve something, we try to get the approval of other people. We try to seek the approval of other people, and other people don't know us as good as we know each other. I don't care if you've been with someone for over 50 years or someone over 20 years, or you know someone for a day. You know what? No one knows you better than yourself. And until you look at yourself and go, okay, well, this is what I want to do, that's what's going to be holding me back. If I can say, this is where I want to be at and what I want to achieve, then you'll be able to make that transition. And you can get people to help you. I get coaching, get counseling, get some kind of mentoring just to help you through, and because they'll be related to you. So they'll all just be there just as a buffer to get you through to it. Because when you talk to friends, families, sometimes they project their own stuff onto you about their own inadequacy. And this is the problem. The other thing is, what happens if we go into a goal, we're going for a goal, and then we get stuck in this rut? You know what? I stopped believing in what people told me. I stopped believing in what people advise me to do. I'll ask for their help and I'll get their point of view, but I don't always take it. I get a kind of like a synopsis from everybody, even people that are close to me. But I don't spend my life saying, oh, what they're saying is going to be true and is going to be right. You know, and because I know at the end of the day that I'm going to be accountable for what I do for myself. And I know I've been around long enough to turn around and say that if I call out to God and to the universe, that it will be supplied, it will be given to me, it will be granted, it will help me to move forward. You know, and I've achieved a lot in my short life, you know, and I'm eternally grateful for that. And a good friend of mine who's standing up for herself against other people, tyranny, that she's getting bullied at work, she's standing up for them, and she's so inspiring, you know. And I spent 10 years mentoring her off and on, and we've been friends longer than that, but I've been mentoring her for about 10 years off and on. And she was in such a dark place, People were crap on her. Friends used to turn around and say she's ugly, she's gross, she's this, she's that. And I told them, I said, I don't see what they see. I see a child of God that is empowered, that is being kind of ordained and kind of like given that inner beauty that is there. And until you stop believing what these people say, because these people don't even have decent lives themselves, but so they try to project their shit onto her. So I said, look, you strip, just for a month, strip away what they people, just keep out, don't talk to them, minimize where you, if you have to speak to them, minimize the amount of times you spend with them, just for a month, 4 weeks, that's all, and see where your life is at, just to see how you unfold. She did that, and I goes, come back and see me in the 5th week. So she came back, she booked for the 5th week, she came in and she said, oh my gosh, I don't need them. And I goes, but in some ways you do, but you don't need their tyranny. You don't need their negative views. And this is where, when they talk, where I'm coming back to these two powerful things, the pad and the pen. And you know what? People will go to turn around constantly telling me, you know what, Matt, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't try and elevate yourself forward. You should, and why can't you just be happy where you are? Why do you keep putting on content? Why am I doing some other channels? Why am I mentoring? Why am I coaching? Why am I tarot reader? Why can't I just stick to one thing? What? So you can keep me in your little box because you want to stay in your little box. You know what? BS. You stay there and you do your own thing. I don't care, because at the end of the day, this is my life and this is how I've been created. This is how I've been created. And anybody else that wants that help to advance themselves forward, they can come to me and I will show them the key, the light, and the light through the door, and I will bring them before the door. All they just need to do is open it and step through. But I would always be there with them while they do it. You know, and obviously it's a metaphoric terminology, but it's a metaphor. So it's me just saying that you visualizing being at that door, and it is in your mind. That's the first step. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about where I want to go. The other key thing I always hear, I when I'm doing a lot of mentoring or when I'm doing a lot of coaching, and when I listen to people talk, is don't tell people what you're doing. Work in silence and show success. Work in silence, but celebrate with your success. That is so true. That is so key. And I emphasize this, no matter what kind of mentoring I do, whether it's employment, whether it is relationship, friendship, business, I say, have a goal, have a realistic goal, put them in play, make a step, do the grow model or the star model. So the star model is situation, task, action, and your result. So your situation would be what you're currently in and what is your problem and what you're struggling with. Your task is what you're going to do about it. Your action is putting into play and make them steps and keeping a journal. And what is your result? What do you deem your result's going to be? What's the end result? How do you see that? And what does that look like for you? And within that, your transition or that journey, you have little subheadings or sub ideas called fallback or B plans in order to achieve the overall goal. That's what the star model is about. Very powerful tool, and I'm going to do a video based just on the star model next. Actually, what I'm going to do a video based on 2 ways of thinking. It's going to be the star model and a grow model. And a grow model it talks about how you can develop yourself, or similar to the star model. But the grow model is goal, reality, will, and options. So let's start with your goal. What is your goal? What is the goal that you want to achieve? What is the overall plan, or what does it look like? Reality. What's your reality of achieving it? What does it look like within? What does that goal, that overall goal, or that situation look like? Even can it be reality? Is it reality to go to the moon just by flying or flapping your wings? No. Is it reality to jump in a rocket to fly to the moon? Yes. How can you commit to it? How would you commit to it? What would you do to commit to it? What are your steps for your journey in order to achieve this goal? And options, what options to achieve your overall goal is. So that is a grow model. But the grow model, and I'm going to really drill down into this and how to make you move forward. If you use the methods, and again, I'm going to do next video based upon those 2, so the star model and the grow model, and I'll give you some examples. And you use that with these 2 things, which I mentioned earlier, which is the pad and the pen, and the third one, yourself, you'd be surprised what you achieve. So I'm going to end it on that video, end it on there now, and I said I'll catch you with my next video. So again, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. You stay safe and enjoy the weather. Namaste.